Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I have a question for you. For UG students and PG students or beginners in research, what are the different avenues that they can explore in this particular field?
Okay. So in terms of UGs and PGs, obviously they have their own mandatory research to be done. Okay, so that they'll have to do as a part of their course completion. Okay, but other than their mandatory part, okay, so and also without and for UGs without taxing their undergraduation training program, right? Because that means they'll have to, you know, um, read through a lot of portions and they'll have to get decent grades, which might help them for post graduations, which are their main goals when it comes to PG, right? But in that, how we can fit research into it, as we were discussing, before. So what we can do is concentrate on something that actually doesn't require an exclusive IEC, which might keep the process simple, and also since they don't have to understand and go through a lot of compliance related, regulatory related procedures, so which might make it very simple for them to directly go into the research itself. Okay, so for example, approach some teachers or faculties or even PhD students or postgraduate students, okay, so for which they might require some amount of human resource or some amount of help which might contribute to their work which already has an IEC. Okay, so might add their contribution very significant in terms of time, efficiency, and overall quality of project. And by which means the student actually learns all the principles of conducting research, how to do, what to do, how to do a data collection, how to record a response, what are all important, etc., etc. Right? Okay, so which might help them to get us a decent exposure in terms of interacting with team members, group members like supervisors, fellow investigators, etc., etc., and also getting some decent amount of experience in collecting data and conducting the scientific study itself, right? Okay, so also what they can think of is instead of always looking at some publication related or research output related topics or works. Okay, so instead what they can do is they can also think of coming out with something which is even more tangible, like say for example innovations, like means we can think of some pediatric modifications for physiotherapy or occupation therapy, like some